Good day, class. Now we are down to the third topic, which is the for loop. And unlike the while loop and do while loop, this for loop is much more complicated. Pero ito yung pinakamaikling paraan, no, when it comes to looping. Yan, for loop is ideal for performing a number of iterations. No? If you already know kung ilang beses ba dapat mag-iterate yung iyong looping, no, better use for loop. For loop is a repetition control structure that allows you to efficiently write a loop that needs to be executed a specific number of times. Now, execute as long as the input value is invalid. So this is a pretest loop, just like while loop, no, na itetest mo na yung expression if it is true or false before mag-execute ng statement. No, ang tanging post-test lang ay yung do while loop. The while in the for loop is both pretest loop. No, it executes 0 or more times. It is useful for counter-controlled loop. Yan. So this is our syntax for loop. Now we have the keyword for, and then inside the parentheses, now we have the initialization, test, and update. So bakit ko sinabi kanina na ito yung pinakamaikling paraan when it comes to looping? Kasi no, nandito na lahat ng elements na kailangan mo in looping. So, nandito na sa loob ng parentheses yung initialization. Dito ka na mag-initialize ng value. Nandito na rin yung test. Dito ka na maglalagay ng condition. And dito ka na maglalagay ng update. Kung kailangan ba siyang i-increment or kailangan ba i-decrement. So, nandito na siya. All-in-one na siya sa for loop. No? So, mas mapapaikli yung codes natin. And then, after this, initialization, test, and update, followed by the statement. No? So, since this is a pretest loop, kapag ang condition is already false to start with, so hindi na mag-display yung iyong statement. Terminated natin yung for loop. Yan. So, how the for loop works. First, initialization is executed. Now, generally, it is an initial value set for the counter variable. So, this is executed only once. So, just like the example natin sa while loop, now you have to declare variable and initialize value to it. Saan ba mag-i-start yung pag-count, no? Saan mag-i-start yung counter? Sa 0 ba? Yan. So, usually, we start with 0 or 1, pero depende sa needs, no? When it comes to looping. Then, the condition is check. So, if it is true, the loop continues. So, same concept with the while and the do while, na kapag true, tsaka siya mag-looping. So, if it is false, automatic, terminated na yung ating for loop. So, this is a flow chart for the for loop. So, first, no, we have to initialize value. Now, assign 0 to count. For example, your variable is count. Now, you have to assign the value 0 to count. Then, test the condition. No, is 0 less than 5? Is 0 less than 5? So, if it is true, display ng statement. And increment. No, i-update natin yung count. Count is not 0 anymore. No, it is now 1. Then, babalik ka dito sa condition. 1 is less than 5. So, if it is true, display uli ng statement, update uli ng count, and so on. So, once the condition or the expression becomes false, so hindi na mag-display ng statement, hindi na mag-update si count, automatic, no, terminate na yung for loop. So, ganun mag-work yung for loop. Ayan. So, the statement is executed if the condition is true. So, as usual, it can be either a single statement or a block enclosed with braces. So, finally, whatever is specified in the increase field is executed. Now, the loop gets back to step 2. Ayan. So, meron tayong step para mas madali nating masundan yung for loop. So, this is the syntax. No? We have the for keyword, and then sa loob ng parentheses, we have the initialization, the test, and the update. So, the step 1, perform the initialization expression. Now, assign value for your variable, count, or kung ano man yung variable na gagamitin mo. Kung saan ba siya mag-start. For example, start siya from 0. Then, add condition. Halimbawa ito, count is less than 5. Or kung gusto mong mag-display siya ng 10 statements, pwede mong gawing count is less than 10. Or if you want to display 100 statements, so count is less than 100. So, it's up to you. And step 3, No? So, hindi muna ito. Step 3, kapag tinest natin yung condition and it turns out to be true, execute natin yung body ng loop. So, meaning, execute tayo ng statement. Then, step 4 na yung mag-update yung expression. So, if it is started with 0, once na-update na yung count, it will become 1. So, dahil 1 na siya, nababalik tayo dito sa condition. 1 is less than 5. Then, test if it is true or false. So, kapag true uli, execute uli, no? Yung body ng loop. And then, update the expression. So, yung kaninang 1, it becomes 2 na. Then, test uli ng condition, and so on. The process repeats. So, magte-terminate lang itong for loop na to, just like any other loops kapag false na yung expression. Yan. So, let's try this example. No, yung hello universe na ginawa natin sa while loop. Pero this time, gagamitin natin yung for loop. Ayan. So, again, the first step is to declare variable. Then, count. Then, yung syntax natin no, for loop. For, parentheses, and block of statements. Yan. So, the first thing na kailangan natin i-add dito sa parentheses is the initialization. Count. Saan ba mag-start yung counter natin? It will start from 0, for example. And then, what will be your condition? Count is less than 10. For example, if you want to display 10 times. And, count, increment. So, meaning, every time na mag-loop yung ating for loop, no, mag-update or mag-add siya ng 1 dun sa ating counter. So, what will be your statement? Yan. So, lagyan natin, hello, universe. Backslash, n. Ayan. So, let us run the program. Ayan. So, kung mapapansin nyo, no, dun sa ating source code, mas maikli siya compared sa while loop. Why? Kasi nandito na yung tatlong elements na kailangan natin. No? Para makapag-create tayo ng counter-controlled loop. So, in our source code, no, meron lang tayong isang hello universe, but in our output, we have 10. So, bakit naging 10? So, let's explain again the process. Yan, so let us discuss for loop in details. So, we started with 0, dahil nag-initialize tayo ng value, 0. And let us test the condition. 0 is less than 10. True or false? So, dahil true, print tayo ng isang hello universe. Then, tsaka tayo magpo-proceed to step 4 na i-update yung count. So, 0 becomes 1. Balik tayo dito sa condition. 1 is less than 10. True or false? So, if it is true, again, print hello universe and update the count. So, 1 becomes 2 na. And again, test the condition and so on. So, what if we reach 10? 10 na halimbawa ito. So, let us test. 10 is less than 10. True or false? So, at this time, no, false na yung ating expression because 10 is not less than 10. So, automatically, hindi na magpiprint ng hello universe. The count will not be updated anymore and terminate na yung for loop. So, how many times tayo nag-display ng value? How many times tayo nag-display ng statement? So, we have 10. Okay. So, let's try to change some values in our program. Halimbawa ay ginawa ko itong 5. Then ito ay 20. Ayan. So, we started with 5 and then 20. So, ilang beses kaya mag-loop yung ating program? So, let's see the output. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So, we have 15. So, we started with 5. So, repeat yun yung process. No? We started with 5. Test the condition. 5 is less than 20. Is it true or false? So, if it is true, display hello universe. And finally, update the variable count. 5 is now 6. Then, balik ka dito sa condition, 6 is less than 20. So, if it is true, print again the hello universe and update the count. And so on. Magta-terminate lang siya kapag false na yung ating condition. And so, para mas madali nyo matandaan yung for loop, just follow these steps. Step 1, Step 2, Step 3, and Step 4. So, let's try another example. Katulad na yung example natin sa while. The number square. But this time, we will be using for loop. So, let us try the same example we had with while loop. Okay. Const and min number is equal to 1. And int max number is equal to 10. So, meaning from 1 to 10. And then int num. So, this will be our counter again. Number in number square. Number squared backslash n. Cout. So, maglagay tayo ng ganyan. Slash n again. So, instead na while loop yung gagamitin natin, let us use for loop. For, and then parenthesis. So, first na ilalagay natin is yung initialization. So, our counter will be num. And saan nag-i-start yung value natin? So, let us use this time min number. Min number, which is 1. 1 ang value. So, ibig sabihin, num is equal to 1. Then, add the condition. Ilang beses ba dapat mag-loop yung ating for loop? So, in this case, we have to make the for loop iterates 10 times. So, meaning, na magiging condition natin for num, hindi siya lalampas ng 10. Hindi siya lalampas ng 11 pala. So, less than or equal to 10. Para kapag nag-iterate na siya na pang 11 times, so, magta-terminate na yung ating for loop. And then, padagdag. Num plus plus. So, ibig sabihin, every time na mag-loop yung ating for loop, mag-update yung num until it reaches to the point na magta-terminate na yung loop. Yan. So, what will be our statement? Cout. Let us call the variable num. And then, state sequence, backslash d, and then, our formula to get the square. So, num times num. Num times num, d and d, l. And so, let us test. Okay. Yan. So, we have 10 from 1 to 10 and 1 to 100 yung number squared. So, what if we want to display starting from 5 to 15 lang? 5 to 15. We can change the initial value. So, instead of 1, we will start with 5. And we can start with 15. O kaya, max number, and then change it into 15. Ayan. So, we display number and number squared from 5 to 15. Ayan. So, this is the output of our program. So, what if we want to make a user control for loop? So, that means nakadepende sa user kung ano yung mga numbers na mag-display, ano yung mga numbers na mag-compute. So, let us try an example. So, instead of initializing value here, no, hindi ka na maglalagay dito ng value. Why? Kasi nakadepende sa user kung ano yung magiging laman ng minimum number and the maximum number. So, wala yang laman. So, dito tayo mag-add sa taas. Cout I will display a table of numbers in their squares. See how the program will ask to enter the starting number. Enter the starting number. Now, saan natin i-store ngayon yung starting number? So, of course, we have the variable minimum number. So, dito siya mag-i-store. So, let's have cin and use the minimum number. So, kung ano man yung itatype natin sa minimum number, no, that will be the initialized value, no, para makapag-start tayo sa for loop. Followed by enter the ending number. Ayan. So, nakadepende pa rin sa user kung ano yung magiging ending number. So, we have to input value for the max number. Ayan, max number. Ayan. So, wala na tayong value dito. Hindi na tayo mag-initialize ng value. It depends upon the user. Kung ano magiging flow ng ating for loop. Okay. So, the for loop, the syntax will be the same. No? Ang kaibahan lang, this is a user-controlled for loop. Hops, min number. Okay, so this is not a constant anymore. Hindi na siya constant kasi wala na siyang initial value. Okay, so I will display a table of number in there, square. So if we started with 10, so 10 na yung value for the minimum number, and the ending will be 20. So our for loop will display numbers from 10 to 20. Okay. So starting from 10, 11, 12, until 20 in their squares. So let us test again. And so what if I type 100? Starting number, ending number is 1,000. Marami to. Maraming looping to. Okay. So we started. Ayan, from 100 up to 1,000. No? So, it depends upon the user kung ano yung magiging flow ng ating for loop. Kung ilang beses siya mag-iterate. Ayan. So, yun yung ating user control for loop. Ayan. So, I hope you learned something about for loop and very useful talaga siya. No? Marami kayong pagagamitan ng looping. And that's all for this video. Bye!